You gotta be a butt. Sit. What is up, guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Mackenzie, and this is my lovely service dog, Sophie. In today's video, as you guys already saw by the title, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 things or mistakes that I made as a first-time service dog handler. These are not lightly, and I don't take them lightly. I definitely take them with seriousness, and I don't think we talk about enough in the service dog community about the mistakes we make. We talk about the good things and the updates and the great training we're doing, but all the mistakes I made just make me cringe now, but it's something that I think we need to talk about more and be more vocal about in the service dog community, be more vulnerable about, because I think if we're more vulnerable, then people won't take a mistake so strongly. So, should we do this video? I think we should. Let's get into it. Lay down. She's gonna go ahead and lay right beside me. So we're gonna start with number 10, and that is picking the wrong prospect. Don't tell Sophie, please. So when I first started training with Sophie, with her demeanor, she was not the right prospect. No. She just definitely was not the right demeanor, temperament, nothing about her was service material, which I got very blessed with this dog that everything worked out the way it did. So God definitely had his hand on me in the whole process, but she was super anxious. Yes, you were, weren't you? And she knows it. She was super anxious. She just was not when you think of a service dog prospect, she was nothing like that. She was 2 years old when we started training. She's now 5, or no, she wasn't 2. She was like 3.5, 4. So yeah, that was where she was, and it was, obviously now she's a great service dog, but she wouldn't, I'm surprised now, knowing the stuff that I know now, I'm surprised she even made it through training. And moving on to number 9, and that is using the wrong treats. It sounds small, but in the outcome of it, you gonna throw a fit now? In the outcome of everything, they were not good treats at all. They had pesticides, crap, and I was literally giving my dog poison. It sounds horrible, but I was. Now we use the Pioneer Woman's. They're all natural treats. They're super great. She loves them. I actually have some right here. I was luring her over here because, she can be camera shy. But yeah, she loves them. They're super all natural, and it was hard because her stomach is so sensitive, and so anything I would give her new treat-wise, for some reason, she just would not respond well to it. And number 8, and that is not being properly informed on any laws or training. So when I jumped into getting a service dog, I did not look up any laws. I did not look up any training, nothing. I just jumped into it with what I knew. Totally stupid on my end. I feel like an idiot now, okay? We went into this and I knew none of the ADA laws, and shout out to Lexi Godbout for teaching me all of that and informing me on what the ADA was, because at the time I did not know what it was. So yeah, I went into it knowing absolutely no training on service dogs, and no training on the ADA law, and by that I mean I literally put her in public with not knowing any of the laws, which I'll get to that in a moment. And number 7, which kind of bounces off of number 8, and that is accidents in the store. So because she didn't have the proper training, the first time we went anywhere non-pet friendly, she pooped in the store. Yeah, my 4-year-old dog pooped in the store. We went into Home Depot for our first public access whatever, and it was so embarrassing. No one saw it, but to me, it was extremely embarrassing. Obviously, I picked it up, I cleaned it up, and everything. So, but yeah, it was very, very embarrassing, and I definitely regret taking her into public when I shouldn't have. It was really bad. She has had more than one accident in the store. She's had a total of, I think, 4. She had 1 in Home Depot, 2 in Lowe's. Maybe it was so she had 2 in Home Depot and 2 in Lowe's. Lowe's is pet friendly, but still, it was quite embarrassing for me. And number 6, which is kind of also in line with those, which is not enough training for public access. Knowing what I know now, I should not have taken her into public access as soon as I did. She was not nearly trained enough to be able to do work. I don't think she knew any tasks, which is actually illegal. So it was pretty bad. And so I regret it. I do. I wish I would have known better. And now that I do, my next dog will definitely be properly trained before I take him anywhere. Yeah, Sophie, you were it was definitely a trial and error with this dog. And moving on to number 5, which is allowing people to pet her too often. I would actually, the first time we went anywhere, she had one of the Amazon vests, and I had one of those. It was a leash wrap that said, "Do not pet, stop, do not pet." And when someone went to go, she was not in a heel. She was sniffing everywhere. It was bad. I know, that's why. I know it was bad. Don't come at me. But she walked up to this guy who was helping us cut a key, and I said, "No, not everyone's gonna pet you." And he was like, I was just reading what it said. And I was like, I felt so embarrassed just in that moment saying that to him, obviously. But after that, I let people pet her more often than I should have. Obviously, she was supposed to be socializing, but I let people pet her way more often than I should have. My bad. Mistake on my end, right, Sophie? We're talking about mistakes here. I'm being totally open and honest with you guys. If y'all want to hate me, then go right ahead. But these are mistakes. I'm being vulnerable right now and sharing with you the mistakes that we have made as a team, that I'm sharing with you guys so that you don't make these same mistakes, because mistakes don't get shared often enough in the service dog community, which is extremely sad and disappointing. And yeah, so I think we just need to be a little more open. Not totally open, obviously, but if we were just a little more honest about the mistakes that we make, I think everyone would be a lot less judgy too. I don't know. That's just my opinion. And number 4 is working her too much too soon. Yes, I worked this dog way more than I should have when we first started out with not even nearly enough training, and my bad. I know, I felt so bad because she was miserable working. She wasn't a happy dog working. Obviously she is now. She loves her job, but she loves her job. She knows when it's time to work. But yeah, when I first started training her, I definitely worked her way too much, way too soon. And number 3, it is so cringeworthy. Y'all can hate me. I hate me for believing this. You ready? I believed in registries. I know. I did not purchase one, but I solely believed that I needed one. And I was going to buy one. And it's so cringy. I know. I believed in registries. I thought that I had to register her and I had to give all this paperwork. I know. It was so bad. But hey, we all make mistakes, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that believed in registries the first time I got a service dog, so it's good to get that off my chest. Moving on to number 2, public access too early. Yes, I took her into public way too early than I should have. It kind of bounces off of number 8, where she just was not trained enough. And I just did it too early, and I was not informed in any of the laws. I actually took her, I looked up, because like I said, the first place I took her was Home Depot. And I looked up online if they were pet-friendly, because I thought that I was only allowed to take her into pet-friendly places. So, yeah, your girl was very misinformed in that sense, and so very cringy, I know, but everything I'm talking about is cringy, but it's mistakes we've made, and I'm not the only one who's made these mistakes. I know I'm not, because I have friends who've talked about this stuff, so yeah. And number 1, the big number 1. This is probably the most cringy of them all. It is more cringy than the registries that I believed in registries, yes. I identified her wrongly. I thought that she was an emotional support dog. I know, it's so bad. I'm not kidding you when I say that I was so convinced that this dog was not a service dog, that she was an emotional support service dog. Horrible, I know, horrible, but I thought it. I was going to buy patches that said ESA on them. I was going to do the whole 9. Until I found Lexi Godbout. Thank you, Lord. How it kind of all came about is when she had her first accident in the store for our first public access, I washed her. I did not think she was going to make it. I was like, you know what? This is stupid. I'm not going to try it. She's hopeless. That's what I thought, at least. And so I took her out of PA for probably 3 or 4 months. Then my aunt came home and I demonstrated some of her training. I took out her vest, which I hadn't put on her in months, and she immediately picked up on it. She loved it. She was working. She was tasking. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should bring her back out. Maybe I should try again. And when I did that, rather than just throwing her into PA again, I watched videos and I found Lexi Godbout. I binge watched her videos. And that was when I finally learned everything I know now. And I'm so, so happy. So that is it for this video. That is me being vulnerable on all the mistakes that this team right here, we have made. I hope this has informed some of you guys on some different things that maybe you've mistaken, and maybe you're more educated now. I will be starting to post weekly. Yay! I'm hoping to post every Saturday, which is really great because I want to get more on a consistent posting schedule. So yeah, we have some work to do. We're going to do some training today. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to see more content like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up so I know you guys enjoy this type of content. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that notification bell so you guys get notified every time we upload a new video. And make sure you comment. Comment down below some video ideas that you guys want to see, some video suggestions, whatever. And maybe just, show us some love because, we do this for a reason. We don't just do this for fun. Alrighty, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, y'all.